Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, May 27th, 2016. Welcome to another eBay video. Yes guys, it's Friday, the start of the much anticipated Memorial Day weekend. And as you can see by looking that way, it's cloudy. And it's going to be cloudy all day today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, as far as the eye can see. Right back to the northeast cloudy weather pattern. No end in sight. Showers are predicted every single day at any unpredicted time. They could pop up whenever. So let's get started because we don't want to run into one of those unpredicted showers. We're going to talk about some eBay updates, and I have a rather major announcement eBay related, and it's going to be good. I'm going to hold off on that till later in the video, so you guys have to anticipate it. When will it come? Let's talk about a little rehash of last week's video, if I may. First of all, you may remember that I said I was going to be on the Jay and Nay show midweek, which was Wednesday. And yes, I was a guest on their show. I hope some of you guys got to see it. For those of you who didn't, there'll be a link in the description box. You can check that out. One second. Okay. We're doing live TV here, guys. I'm sorry about that. As I said, link in the description box to the Jay and Nay show. And we had a great time. Hopefully we covered some questions you had. We talked about my selling on eBay, their selling on eBay, and some other things that came up along the way. You may remember last week, I came out here and I said to you guys, I've had no returns this week whatsoever. However, any trouble that's going to come will be on a Friday night. It's been that way since the dawn of time, and it happened again last week, and it will happen tonight. That's the schedule. So, as I said, last week I had no returns, no issues whatsoever. I wake up Saturday morning, to a case opened against me. Yes, folks, somebody opened a case as item not received against poor Joey. So, I checked the tracking, and sure enough, it showed the tracking was delivered right to the guy's door. So, as I've told you guys in the past, when you see that, don't do anything until you call eBay first. Call eBay customer service, which I did. I was connected to a representative in the Philippines. I explained the situation to her. She checked the facts and said, yes, you did your part. It was delivered to his house. We're closing out the case in your favor right now. And they did. Bang. Done and closed. I was a little surprised the guy didn't try and open a case with PayPal. He hasn't yet. But in the past, that's what happened to my last customer who tried this. He opened the case with eBay. It was found in my favor. He then went right to PayPal. That was found in my favor. He then went to his credit card company. I mean, 3 times you're out, man. 3 times you're out. But anyway, guys, if you ever have an item not received case and the tracking shows delivered, just call eBay customer service and they will hook you up. They're very good like that. So, while I was talking to this agent, I decided to tell her about the story from last week where the guy pulled a fast one on a return. He claimed the item was defective even though he ordered the wrong size, and the representative promised to give me my $2.45 shipping back and to call me, neither of which she did. So I related this story to this particular agent, and she said, well, I have absolutely no notations of that in your account. Whoever you talked to didn't do her job. Let's start over again. So I explained the situation. She looked it up. She had to, go get a supervisor and all that. Keep in mind, guys, $2.45 is the shipping fee. So she comes back and says, listen, Your representative that you had last week gave you wrong information. We cannot reimburse you the $2.45 because the person checked off item defective. Now I do see in subsequent emails that he in fact showed you that he wanted a larger size and he purchased the wrong size. But now he checked off defective. We cannot give you the money back. All over $2.45. It's not the money, it's the principle of the thing. The guy pulled a fast one, the buyer. But, you know, I'm not going to get all bent out of shape about this, but I did feel it was important enough to tell you guys about, and I wanted to keep you in the loop about that. Now, how were your sales this past week? Would you say they were good, average? I'm going to warn you something, guys. And I come out here periodically when there's a holiday, and I'm going to warn you. Get set for it to be slow the next few days because of Memorial Day weekend. It happens every holiday, and there's no way to avoid it. All right? I'm already bracing for it. My sales this week were decent, pretty good. I'm noticing, though, the shotgun effect once again. Whereas I'll have rapid fire sales one day, bang, then I stop and I go 24 hours with nothing. Then another rapid fire burst of sales. That seems to be happening more often than not. I'm wondering if you guys are experiencing that as well. Today is Friday. I expect today's sales maybe to be lukewarm at best, but I'm expecting it to be dead, absolutely like a freaking morgue on Saturday, Sunday, and especially Monday. Now, it's not going to be dead for every single person only because of the weather in your area. Like here, we're going to have clouds throughout the period. 4 straight days of cloudy days. Clouds and rain may keep some people indoors, but the majority of you guys have sunny weather, especially you guys out west. So any place that's going to be sunny, you know, people will be heading to the beach. I would expect 75% of the populace to be doing outdoor activities this particular weekend. Whether it's going to the beach, whether it's going to visit friends, whether it's doing some other outdoor activity, but keeping them away from their computer. Then you're going to have 24.99999999999% that will be online because whatever reason, maybe the weather, rain, clouds, you know, maybe wanting to avoid the traffic. So there will be still some people online, and the only other option would be maybe that 1 out of a million people who will be going to the movies alone. But anyway. It's going to be a really slow weekend, guys. That's my prediction. A slow weekend. I hope I'm wrong, but next week you guys can come back and tell me how your weekend was. As I said, this week sales were decent, but as each day came closer and closer, it's getting slower and slower. All right? So far today, Friday, I've had absolutely zero. But there's still time in the day. I'm not worried about it. All right? I expect something to come popping in today, but Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, those are the days that I'm a little concerned about. Also, guys, keep in mind, I'm not really talking too much about it right now because it's early, but the end of July, we have eBay open in Vegas the last week of July. Seats are still open. Hopefully, a lot of you guys will come out there. Those of you guys who live out there, man, love to see you guys. I'll talk more about that as the time draws close. We still have 2 months yet before that. I think now I will segue into the big news of the week, which I consider very good. I consider this good news. I've been out here last few months telling you how eBay is now a lot more seller friendly than it used to be. And that's the truth. I don't think any of you guys will argue about that. eBay is doing more and more to stay in touch with its sellers and form a common bond, a relationship with us. In the spirit of that, I am happy to announce that Mr. Hal Lawton, the Senior Vice President of eBay North America, is coming right here next week to New York City to meet with 5 top-rated sellers. And I am humbled, absolutely humbled, to have been picked as one of them. You heard right. Joseph DeMarco, Crazy New York Driver on YouTube, eBay Seller ID Hubcap Joe's, will be meeting personally with Mr. Hal Lawton. We're going to be having, first we're going to be having drinks at a restaurant downtown, and then we're going to be having a meal. Hal is bringing a few team members with him, and the 5 of us with Hal and his team are going to sit down and discuss the current state of eBay and some things we would like to see changed. Hal is coming to ask our opinion. Each of us has been assigned a separate function, a separate topic, and quite fittingly, my topic is eBay Motors, something I think I'm proficient in, so that's very good. Guys, this is freaking huge news. It doesn't get any better than that. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This isn't like going to meet people in a crowd and shaking hands and doing a photo op. This is mano-a-mano, one-on-one. And I will be bringing some ideas with me. And for those of you who would like to see it live, if you look at the whiteboard behind me, Kathy Terrell is going to be periscoping live at approximately 7:30. I'm not sure exactly. Her periscope I have on the board there is I love to be selling. I have periscope as well, but I don't plan to periscope it only because I will have my video camera with me. And of course my digital camera. So I will be taking pictures and hopefully shooting a good amount of video of the event. So if all goes well, I'll be incorporating clips of the event into next Friday's video. And I think you guys hopefully will find it helpful and enlightening. If this is not conclusive proof that eBay is listening to its sellers, nothing is. They're flying out one of their top men from San Jose to New York City to visit with 5 top-rated sellers. I am humbled and I am honored and I'm glad to be going. This is going to be great. I know some of you are probably leaving for your little Memorial Day excursions, so I'm not going to keep you. Let's do a quick rehash and then you can pack your bags, jump in your cars, or do what you got to do. How were your sales this week? Did you find them to coming in spurts like mine and rapid fire? And then 24 hours of silence? Did you have any issues you'd like to talk about with any returns or anything like that? Don't forget, if you guys have some time, you can click the link below. Catch me on the J&A show. That was great. If you have any other eBay related questions I haven't covered today, go ahead and type them below. If you have any really, what you would consider really important topics you would like me to discuss with Mr. Hal Lawton next week, you can type them below. But keep in mind, I myself am only going to be talking about eBay Motors. That's my forte. There's another friend of mine going to be talking about eBay Mobile because that's what she's really into. She's an expert in eBay Mobile. She does her listings with eBay Mobile, whereas I don't. But I think this is great news, guys. I'm giddy with excitement. Please, don't be discouraged this weekend if your sales are slow. I fully anticipate it and I expect it. It happens. I have outdoor plans myself. I'm not going to be online 24 hours a day. I'm not going to be in the movies all alone with a seat empty on either side of me. That's not going to happen. I have much to do. I got a friend of mine coming from Massachusetts. So that's going to be 2 days with that. And then I have some other events scheduled. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You guys are the best audience in the world. I'm Crazy New York Driver. You're not. Thanks for watching. Rock on. See you guys next week. Oh, one more thing. Peace!